Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Hope everybody had a good 4th. Hope we got out and had some fun, family and friends. Did cool stuff like barbecues and boating and burnouts. But yeah. So I'm currently on my way down to Callum's house. We're gonna do some wheel things today. He's gonna help me with my my wheels. My beadlocks, and I got the slicks in the back, so we got to put these here fancy little rim screws in these wheels, and I've never done it and I don't want to screw it up. Since they did it on Brad's car, I figure I'd just go to somebody who knows what they're doing, or at least knows better than me. So that's what I'm doing, currently on the road. Nice little drive in the SI today. So anyways, that's what's going on in this video. So see you when I get to Eric's. Okay, so I get having a detour when you got road construction, but this is ridiculous. They got me on a dirt road in the middle of nowhere. Like, thanks guys. Oh yeah, we all just drive crappy vehicles and we all just want to take our stuff down backcountry dirt roads. Like, dude, what if I was driving like a C8 Corvette or a Lambo or a R8 or I don't know, any car? I mean, a Ford Focus, that's nice. What if I was just driving any nice car right now? Like my Civic Si that I actually like. I mean, I know it's dirty, but come on. I mean, out here driving down dirt roads because you have to do road construction? Like, come on, man. You couldn't, like... The other thing I was thinking, how do you kill a town? You detour people completely away from it. Like, I don't get it. Anyways, that's my rant. Back to the drive. Alright guys, so I made it here. We're gonna start drilling holes.
What's up? So yeah, we're gonna drill some holes in these today. So I got this stencil. Oh my god, I'm sitting there. So and then we just mark these out, and then we're just gonna drill the holes, and then we'll put the screws in, and then we'll mount these slicks up. You'll be good to go.
And I can get that suspension adjusted, finally.
Have you had this aligned yet?
Not yet.
Good.
I was gonna wait until I get the suspension set for these.
Yep.
Otherwise I just throw money away.
So what I read was, and this is how we did Brad's, is to align it with the slicks on it, if that's what you're worried about. So that's what I did when I brought it there, and we set the air pressure like in the middle of what we thought we would run.
Makes sense.
Kind of, you know, because it raises and lowers so much with slicks.
Yep.
So just for your own future reference.
It's on here now, so I can't forget.
Yeah. Do you have screw-ins?
No.
It's bad. You'll have to change them because they won't pass you with these. You have to have screw-ins, or you can try to get some. All right, guys. So the biggest thing when you're doing this is that you go at a 90-degree angle. So you don't want your screw like off at an angle like that. You want it straight in. So I'm thinking these screws are going to be just long enough. Hoping, I mean, they're kind of short, but we want to go as much of a 90-degree angle into the bead as possible. That's the ultimate goal here. So we're going to start, we're going to center punch all this, and then we're going to start drilling.
So Eric got all of the holes drilled, and that was not fun to watch. And I don't know why Brad said it sucks. How many thousands of dollars in metal is or how many hundreds? First tire's on. Ish.
Yeah, we'll get the get this side started, and then we'll see if we can get some air in it. And then screw it. This is probably why Brad's other one leaks. They probably missed a spot on it.
Nobody wants a leaking rubber.
Definitely not.
Ah, screw you, that was funny.
Apparently someone stole that.
We gotta lube the rubber.
Gotta lube the rubber. You know, I should have known. I'll go find a bottle of them.
Oh.
Actually, where is that bottle of? Not that one. That one was spray stuff, the cheap shit. There it is. So let's use this. Lube the rubber.
Yeah, I'll be liberal with it.
Cheap. Do not exceed, yeah, that's right. Do not exceed 30 psi. I remember that from Brad's. Okay, well, we might need some actual salt. This fucker fits tight. It's real tight. It's not very slippery.
Lube! There are two types of lube.
Water-based for your pretty.
And silicone bases for your bong bong.
You know, I could do that perfect every time, but then you pick up the camera and I miss the hole.
Alright, I'm on impromptu trip number 2. First trip, ran to Napa to get some valve stems, some whatever, screw-in valve stems, and then I just looked in the bottom of the box. The wheels came with them. Go figure, right? But one of the holes is jacked up for the beadlock bolt, so off to Fleet Farm to buy a tap. So I was gonna record on my phone my little tap buying experience. Yeah. Forgot until I got back here. I was like, anyway, so I finally find the hardware and I check the bolt size, and then I'm like, all right, now I gotta go find the tools again. So I leave the bolts, take a right, go back over towards sporting goods. I walk around the whole fucking store. Cannot find tools. I'll end up back at the fucking bolts again. I'm like, fuck, where the fuck are the tools? I've been through the whole store. So I checked the bolt size again, just to make sure I didn't forget. And then instead of taking a right this time, I took a left out of the bolts. There's the tools. Yep. One aisle over. I'm like, I'm an idiot.
Might as well, since we got it. And I can't figure out which hole's the fucked up one, so.
The shiny one?
Well, I fixed that one already.
Oh.
No, that's not it. Because that one I just fixed. That one's shining.
Oh.
But that one's kind of funny looking. That one had some crap in it, so.
It's one of them.
So I'm just going to do all of them, and then we know it's good. Right? And I feel like we should have done this on the other one anyway, but.
It's too late for that.
It's too late.
We've come too far.
We've gone too.
Shoot, I forgot my cell phone. You want to run back and get it? No, we've gone too far. All right.
Okay guys, so made it back home. It's actually the next day. It's now Sunday. I got home last night and was pretty freaking tired because I partied too much Friday night, so I was tired like all day yesterday. So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna get some sleep and get up on Sunday and come out here and adjust the suspension. So I got one of the wheels sitting here right now, and if I put this thing, pick it up, set up next to the car, you can see that the tire basically sits higher than the fender. So this thing is most definitely gonna have to be raised up. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna jack up the front end and then get these other wheels pulled off, and we'll have to raise the front coilovers, raise the front suspension up so that these slicks will actually fit. So that's what I'm gonna do today. And yeah, so probably be a time lapse here, get you guys set up on the tripod, get this front end jacked up, get these wheels off, and adjust this suspension, and we can see what these meats look like on the front of this thing. Okay guys, so this is proving to be more work than I thought it was originally going to be. So basically have them set all the way up as high as they'll go, and the driver's side seems to be close. I mean, there's not a big gap, but there is. I can fit my hand basically, or at least my fingers through between the fender and the tire. So like the driver's side's fine, but every time I lower it back down, the passenger side, the fender ends up like almost touching the tire. This last time there was probably a paper sheet. It wasn't touching, but there wasn't a lot of room. I couldn't get fingers in there. So I got to figure out what the difference is between the driver's side and the passenger side, because something ain't right, because they should be pretty much the same. I added a little bit of preload on the springs, hoping that would help, but that didn't. And after just talking with Eric, he said that on Brad's car, he kind of just ignored the hole. Now, I don't know if that's Brad or not, but I know Brad made 2 passes and his coilovers didn't snap in half, so take that for what it's worth. So I'm probably just going to spin these things up a little bit more and still leave a good chunk of threads in the body. I don't know if you guys have ever worked with these skunk dude coilovers, but they give you this little hole and you're supposed to see threads here. You're not supposed to be able to see through to the other side of the hole. But, you know, I mean, it's basically, I can still see the bottom of the body here. So I'm going to go up a little bit more. Probably on both sides, measure it out, make sure both sides are right, and then drop the tires back on it, and then hopefully the front can get set. And then once I'm done with the front, then I'll adjust the rear to just kind of level the car out. The front's basically the, you know, obviously you see the difference in the tire size here. So getting the front figured out, it's kind of the first order of things. But like I said, it's turning to be a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. I wasn't going to time lapse 4 hours of me trying to figure this out. Hopefully it doesn't take 4 hours, but if it does, it does. So I'll pick the camera back up once I get these adjusted and actually get the wheels right, or at least close. Really don't get this. It doesn't ever piss me off. I just adjusted both sides, like a lot. This side, as you can tell. Oh, already in there. Just fine. I can basically fit a hand in here. Let's do the other side. Be happy if I can get fingers. I don't get it. I mean, this side's still better than it was last time, but come on. They're adjusted identical. Identical. Like, I know they're identical because I measured them. And I took the preload out. So they're adjusted exactly the same, but they're being stupid. At least the one side's being stupid. I don't know why. So I'm gonna adjust the passenger side to match the driver's side, and then hopefully the front is good. I think, because that seems like it should be enough. I hope. We'll find out. Alright guys, so it has been a battle, but I think I won on the front end. Finally. I think I got this side finally where I need it. It's, you know, at least top of the tire to fender distance is the same on both sides, or at least very close. I got the back end jacked up now, so I can start on the rear and adjusting the rear, get that done. So the front should be good. Worst case scenario, if it has to be adjusted a little bit in the future, that's fine. I just want to get it close for now, and you know, get it out, move it, all that. I don't know. Yeah, we're just trying to get it close right now. It ain't gonna be perfect. It's close to perfect, but whatever. I'm not a perfectionist. I'm also impatient, so probably doesn't help. It's hot, it's humid, I'm sweating, and I'm trying to get this done. And I should just leave it just like this and work on it tomorrow or next weekend or something. But I'm gonna keep plugging along. I'm gonna try to get this rear knocked out, at least raised up. I have a feeling the rear is gonna suck too, but probably start another time lapse here, and yeah. Alright guys, so it is like, I don't even know, the next day? Actually no, it's like a week later. But, I'm back out here. I walked away from it the last clip that you've seen. It's getting late. I was mad. It was hot. I was sweating. And I couldn't get this dang thing done. It's close, but it ain't dialed. So, back out here with the back lifted up right now. You guys like that? Apparently I sprained my wrist Memorial weekend. Finally went and got it looked at. But yeah, so back of the car is up right now. Trying to dial in that rear suspension. Front's still not perfect. Might relook at that. Just trying to get it as perfect as I can, and I don't like adjusting coilovers because for some reason they don't like me. I don't know. I mean, I could measure them 800 times and they still come out wrong. So whatever. Maybe I just can't measure. That could be it. Anyways, I'm gonna get going on this, get this done, and then I gotta fix the brake lines up front, and that should be the last thing I need to do. Because the alignment, I did get that scheduled this week. It is next Friday, and then hopefully this thing goes to the track next Saturday. So it's crunch time, gotta get this done. So I'm gonna shut up, put the camera down, knock this out. So I pulled the rear coilovers completely out of the car, measured both of them. They are identical, totally identical. Preload, which there really is none, made sure there was none, made sure that they were set up exactly the same. So in theory, when I set the car down, it should be in the same spot on both sides, or at least very close. And if it's way off, I'm gonna be pissed. But whatever. So I'm gonna set down the car now. We're gonna see if I'm either gonna be very happy or very angry. Alright guys, so I got the suspension adjusted in the rear finally, and between the both left and right in the front, left and right in the rear, it is super close to being spot on. Like very, very close. Like close enough where I'm just gonna call it there, because I don't want to mess it up or go too far and I've come back, and it is super close. I'm happy with it. Should be fine, should ride. So suspension should hopefully be done and adjusted. So should be ready for the alignment next Friday. Also, while I had the rear tires off, I did bleed the handbrake one more time because I did crack that line open at one time when I put the passenger seat in. So I redid that. I went and picked up some Goo Gone and get the dang decals off the back trunk. And my new lug nuts showed up. So picked up these fancy McYard premium lug nuts. These are shanked lug nuts. So that you use the holes, the shank holes in the wheel. Here, actually I have one open. Let me show you. So you can see here, it's got that shank on it. So come down to the car, and I show you here. So it's got the normal acorns on it right now. You know, they got the tapered hole or whatever. Well, you can see these holes are just, I mean, they're just holes, I guess. So that shank goes right in there. I'm assuming it just reinforces it within that hole instead of it just being a stud, you know, and doesn't allow the wheel to move on the stud. So that goes in there. So I got to move these over onto the new holes, put these lug nuts in, tighten them down, and that should be good. And then pretty much the only other thing I got to do is the brake lines behind the front wheels here. I noticed that they were kind of close to the wheels, so I just kind of want to reroute, see what I can do. As I have the front end in the air, I'm also going to turn the wheels lock to lock, see if the tires hit the bumper, because as I've said, this is super close. I might have to trim some off, not sure, whatever. I'll figure that out, but pretty much I think I'm just going to call the video here. All this is just kind of piddly crap that I don't really see a point in recording, so I'm putting lug nuts on. Who wants to watch that? So I'm gonna call it here, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this video was fun and somewhat educational, at least on rim screwing the wheels. Big thanks to Eric for giving me a hand with this. Hopefully all goes well with the alignment on Friday, and hopefully next Saturday I make it down to the track for the day and get in, you know, a couple passes and just start kind of working the bugs out of this thing. So anyways, like, subscribe, do the whole thing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break.